Are you planning a trip to Nigeria? Do you have safety concerns regarding your trip to Nigeria? Are you wondering if Nigeria is safe? Now, here I'm going to be providing resources that you can consult when you're planning to visit Nigeria. So here is what you should know before you visit Nigeria. Not all Nigerians are fraudsters. Nigerians are good people. They're good people who live normal lives in Nigeria. You will be cheating yourself if you assume that every Nigerian that you come across is a fraudster. Most Nigerians are hard workers and they go about living their best lives. Most parts of the country are safe. The insurgency you read about in your local news or in the media only affects part of the north. Like, people still live in the south, in the west, and in the east. Like, I live and I work in Nigeria, and I'm also able to travel around the world as much as I want, and then I come back home because I live here. So the insurgency you read about in the news is not everywhere in Nigeria. Educate yourself. So I tell people, spend time learning more about the destination and don't rely on what you read in the news. Yes, do we have insurgency in certain parts of the country? That is correct, but it only affects part of the north. People live in the south, the west, and the east, and they live normal lives. Nigerians are very hospitable. That is something that you're going to find out when you visit Nigeria. Greetings. It is very normal to exchange pleasantries in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, it is considered rude if you, let's say, maybe come in contact with people and then you do not greet. It's just as simple as good morning, hello, hi, how are you? You know, just simple pleasantry. How are you and how is the family? Nigerians do love that. So make sure that you say hello, make sure that you say hi, make sure you say, how are you? That's one thing that you should note when you're coming visiting Nigeria. So I know I said that Nigeria was safe, but you do need to practice common sense. And this is because petty crime is a thing in Nigeria, particularly in the major cities. So what should you do? Watch your cell phones, because pickpockets, especially let's say if you're a stranger and they can really spot you that you are a stranger, you do want to practice common sense at all times. So yes, I said the country was safe, but just like any other place, you do not want to flash your valuables. You do not want to maybe flash your phone in the dark. Let's say you're walking down the street. You should avoid certain areas of dark. Your mama should have told you that. So that's like common sense. You should avoid being alone out in the dark and maybe walking back alone and then you're flashing your phone. Oh, no, come on now. You won't do that in certain parts of where you live, would you? So it's the same common sense that you should practice when you're in Nigeria, particularly in major cities like Lagos. Lagos isn't for the faint-hearted. So keep away. Do not flaunt your wealth, especially as in maybe flaunt your jewelries and your phones, your gadgets, your expensive gadgets. I don't know. I won't promise you that they won't take it from you, but practice common sense, especially when it is dark. Depending on where you are, language barrier may not be an issue because most Nigerians speak English. At the very least, most Nigerians speak and understand and then speak English. So if you stick around the main cities, the major cities, yes, communication, will not be a problem if you speak English, because a good number of Nigerians do speak English. Are you planning to visit Nigeria? I would say yes, do visit Nigeria. It is a beautiful country. There are many, many really nice places to see in the country. Tourism is developing, particularly in the south of the country, which is very beautiful and very green and very is less crowded compared to the west, the southwest. So I do say visit Nigeria and then explore and learn a few things about the country. So I would include in the description links that can guide you if you're a foreigner and visiting Nigeria for the first time. I do have on the blog certain articles that can actually guide you. So I would include the link here, and then you can just go read, and then you just get, familiarize yourself. And then if you do have any question, I can help. So you can send me an email. I would also include my email in the description box. You can ask me any question you want to ask concerning your planned visit to Nigeria, and I promise that I do respond. I always respond to my emails, not spam mails. I always respond to genuine emails. So thank you very much for joining me. My name is Otto Tom. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a lawyer. I'm a travel enthusiast. And I'm happy, to invite you to my Nigeria. Thank you.